Greetings to everyone. My name is Paul John, and this is my second e-record on the second experiment in the C++ object-oriented programming lab. Now, the second program that I have been given is about operators. Now, let's move on to the code blocks processor, compiler, to see more about the programs. I have been given two questions, and there's two programs to be executed. And the first program is a program which shows which outputs the total number of 500, 200, 5, 10, 5, and 1 rupee coins from a total amount that has been inputted by the user. And the second program, that is a program which uh, sh- which ru- which results in the total number of which says whether a given inputted character is vowel or consonant. And criteria given is that I should it, only if else if statement and the or operator can be used. Now, before I move on to the code of these programs, let me just give a small introduction on what an operator is. As the name suggests, operator is something that does an operation. There are three types of operator available in C++. One, it's the unary operator. Two, the binary operators, and three, the ternary operators. Examples for operators are arithmetic operators, logical operators, relation operators, conditional operators, etc. Now let's go on to the first program. That's the program to count the number of nodes. Now here what you see is the code that I have created to execute this program. As always, I have used the hash include iostream header, and then the program starts with int main, and int amt is an integer variable that I have declared to input in the total amount of money that the user is gonna enter. And a cout statement asks the user to enter the amount in integer, and then the value is stored in amt. And then and here I have used the concept that the modulus operator uh, brings out the remainder, as while the division operator brings out the quotient. So here I have used modulus operator to find how many 500 nodes are there and find the remainder, that is after 500 what is left. By this I can update the value of amt, and here I have divided amt by 500, that is it gives the value of how many 500 rupee note is there in amt. Now similar logic has been used for all 100 and 50 and 20, 10, 5, and 1. Now after all these are found, I have used cout statements to output print the values in the screen, and then I return 0, and that's the end of the program. Now let me run the code to see whether it executes. Well, the compiler is asking me to enter the amount in integer. So let's just say I'm gonna type 5, maybe not, 757. Now in this 757 there is one 500, 200 rupee notes, 150 rupee notes, 10 rupee note, and one 5 rupee note, and two 1 rupee coin. Now this is what we should get. Let's see what we get. One 500 rupee note, 100 rupees note is equal to 2, 50 rupee note is 1, 20 rupees note is 0, 10 rupee note is 0, 5 rupee note is 1, and 1 rupee coin is 2. And hence my program to count the total number of notes present in from a given amount has been successfully compiled and executed. Now let's move on to the second program. Let me just close this. And now the second program. As I said earlier, the second program that I have been given for this lab is a program to to find whether a given character that is inputted by the user is a vowel or a consonant. Now, I don't want to explain more about what a vowel is and a consonant is. We all know what it is. Now, what I have, and there is also one criteria that has been specified in the question. That is, I should only use if else or if statement and the or operator. Now, this is the code that I have implemented to execute the program. Now let's move on to the code. Now, as usual, I have started with the hash include IO stream, the header file, and then the int main, which starts the program, and then the declaration of the variable, that is, I have declared as ch to input to take in the value of the character the user types in from the keyboard. I have used the cout statement to ask the user to enter the character, and then I input it in the ch variable, and then I use the if statement to check whether this variable ch is either a or capital A, either or else if, and if it is a or capital A, I cout it, and that is it's a vowel, or else if ch is equal to is the assignment operator, not assignment. It's checks. It's not the assignment operator. Different from the assignment operator, as it doesn't assign the value, but it checks the value. Now, if else if ch equal to e or ch equal to capital E, and if this is true, it prints its vowel. If it's not, then it moves on to the next else if, and here it checks whether ch is equal to I, small I, or if it's equal to capital I. If any of this is true, then it prints it's a vowel, or else it again checks and it goes down to the next else if, and it checks whether ch equal to O or small o, or ch equal to capital O. If again any of this is true, it prints it's a vowel, or it goes to the next criteria and it checks whether ch equal to U or ch equal to capital U. Now, if this is true, then it prints it is a vowel. Now, all the vowels have been checked, and if any of this is true, it will be printed as vowel, or else it comes down to the else statement. That is, in case it's a consonant that is not belonging to any of the vowels specified above. In that case, it prints that the character is a consonant, and then the program then the return 0, it returns back the control, and the program, and that's the end of the program. Now let me execute the program and see whether it works. Now the compiler is asking me to enter a character. Now let me try capital E. Enter. It is a vowel. Now let me try one more, just to make sure. Let me say U, small u. It is a vowel. Now let me give a shorter consonant. Let's say I give W. It is a consonant, and hence my program to find whether a given inputted character is a vowel or a consonant have been successfully compiled and executed. That's the end of my today's that is my second E report. Now, before I conclude, let me just give the real life application of operators. Operators, as I specified, there are many operators that's commonly used. Arithmetic operators, these are like plus, minus, division, multiplication, etc. And then there are logical operators that decide based on some logic, like logical and, logical or. And then there's the conditional operator, which specifies, which bases its decision on a condition. Now, and that's about it. Thank you for listening. See you next time.